What's going on, guys? It's King Hamela here. First of all, I'd like to apologize for my voice. I know it sounds different. That's because I'm ill. I've got a cold, so excuse my voice. Now this is a 3-lap race at Spa. As you can see off the start, I deploy some of the curves and I just leave in a straight line to get away from the rest of the field and get to the first corner, unscathed, and escaped all the carnage that usually comes with 3-lap races on the first corner. Now what I want to talk about today is about continuing on from my previous video which was about tips. Now today I want to talk mainly about setups. Now in this game, a good setup is like a good baseline or a good foundation. You can have the fastest setup, but that doesn't mean you're gonna win a race. But if your driving skills, hitting the apexes at the correct point, your braking is on point, your throttle application is on point, then the foundation, which is the setup, the baseline, enables you to be fast. And we all know what happens when you're fast. You are quicker than everyone else, therefore it gives you a better chance of winning a race compared to your competitors, because you be traveling at a faster speed than compared to them. And if they comply and they are fair, it should be a straightforward win for you. Now, for example, the reason why I've chose this particular gameplay is this was the first time. Obviously the game is still new, it's a couple weeks old. Now this was the first time I'd actually played on Spa, and I started on pole, like I said, as you guys have seen. Deployed curves off the start, tried to get away from from the rest of the field as fast as I could, which I achieved with relative success. Now here I did not have a baseline, right? I did not have a good setup. That's why which is reflected on my lap times. I was not fast enough, but because I had other things, for example, I didn't make too many mistakes. I didn't go off track. As we all know, if you go off track, you lose a lot of speed. You can't accelerate as much as you like to, which is a good or bad thing. It's up to you. In my opinion, hey, it is what it is. Like I was saying, I did not have a good setup, therefore I had to try my best to be as fast as possible. I did not have a setup. I have no clue, and up until this point, the game has been out for a couple of weeks, and I still haven't figured out the perfect setup. I haven't found a track where I can say, oh, on this track I've got the perfect setup. I've got 1 or 2 setups that I have in mind, but sometimes they work differently. Sometimes they work great, and I win a race and I'm just destroy the whole field. And sometimes it doesn't work, but that could be due to the level of competitors that I'm racing with. Sorry. Like I was saying, you need a good setup. Now during this race, right, I had someone who the person behind me obviously had a better setup than I did, because they were posting fastest lap after fastest lap, which means they were faster than everyone else. But because I was slightly ahead of him, and I kept my cool. Now that's another thing I want to talk about. If you're in the lead and
how do you do, my acquaintances?
Stay calm. Now I'm gonna start a new series, right? No, it's not gonna be a new series, but maybe 2 or 3 episodes of this series. It's called I threw it away. It's basically me being in the lead and maybe someone is faster than me, charging from behind and is about to catch me, and I make a mistake, then they take the lead and they end up winning. Now it's gonna be that type of thing. I threw it away, so I will look forward to that. Within the coming weeks I should be dropping that, so I've got loads of clips that I need to put together, so hopefully it should come out nice. Now like I said with setups, a setup is a good baseline, it's a good foundation for you to achieve success, which is ultimately winning. Now I've done 20 races online and I've won 16. You know, it's decent, it's not amazing, it's not that, but it's decent. And I don't know the perfect setups. I look around, you know, I ask people, but it seems like people don't want to tell you you know, their setups, because they don't want you to be fast, you know, be fast as them, because they want to win. Now the only thing I suggest is, you know, look around, I don't know, YouTube, or you know, on Google, you know, Google F1 2012 setups, you know, just look around. I'm sure there are people out there who are fast, who are posting setups somewhere. So dig deep, do your research, and hopefully you'll be able to find something. I'm doing the same thing. I'm not perfect, I'm not the fastest in this game, and never was, and never claimed to be. But you know, if you look around and you ask around, I'm sure you